All right, hey, week 3. Um, can see our scores up there. End of week, the end of week 2, Captain is winning 7-5 to 2-1. Captain had a great week. I don't think anybody's had a bad game so far. I think obviously the Amazon got hammered by the bats and bat dragon fight, which for 9 prowess took her out for a week. so, um, so I mean that's that, right? Uh, but even so, she's had a very eventful and interesting game so far, regardless. The Woods girl, I think, has floundered a little bit. I think she's now in a spot where she can score some points, so she's gonna try to get that done. The captain, of course, is a role right now, but now he's gonna have to look to see what he needs to do, and I think he's going to head up this way to try to get here, get to the. I think he's going to use that natives arrive and maybe take his wrath out on the wood folk. Maybe, don't know. Nonetheless, roar 6 here will draw giants if we can get them to draw. So that would be good for Giant Slayer. The White Knight still needs to finish Navigator. Let's get that done for him. So those are my interim plans. Now, what I haven't done is we need to start the week. I drew 3 cards here. So we do have Lost Scholar. So the Lost Scholar is 3/6. That's a little lame. So there he is. Am I going to actually find? I don't know. Broken Wagon. And we have another Dead Adventure, which we will place on the board. So let's place the Dead Adventure on the board simply because it's just shit that we can place. Search for Dead Adventure. There we go. 6, Deepwood 4. Ooh, well, there you go. There's more point. There's a point for the Wood Girl for sure. Broken Wagon. Where the hell does the Broken Wagon appear? Broken Down Wagon. Place it in one of the following spots. Okay, cool. Let's do that. We actually rolled a d8 for this one, which is weird, but okay. Looks like 6. The ledges. So it is in the ledges. And I think we're going to roll a specific 1. Let me see what it says here. So it's either the inn or the guardhouse is the inn. So the goal is to the inn is here. So it would be in 4. It's the closest we can put it there. So let's do that. Search wagon, broken wagon in 4. There you go. So that looks like points potentially for the paladin, who's also looking to get navigated on. So we got those. We got a Dead Adventurer. So we still have one up here. In here, yeah. So okay, all good. That's our week 3. And does any of that change the captain? I think he might have liked. I think he might have liked. So I think we can delete those. There's no archaeological dig on or the druids test. I think the captain would not have minded one of these showing up here on the northern half of the board. It's a lost scholar. Ooh, it's a rough spot to show up. For sure. I think for now, the goal is the same. We're going to head up here. We're going to try to get to these guys. If we can get up here at all, we're going to pull someone that we don't like into the small campfire and use our mini armada here to see if we can't defeat them. That'll give us some treasures. We can then trade with the peddler and try to score that point. Now, that's not great. But what I'm hoping is, A, we get the giant, and B, we can play our natives arrive. That's a 2 card. That's a couple. So we're looking to cycle a couple cards. If worse comes to worse, then I suppose we can head into this cavern and see what's there. So for now, I think the captain goes to 5. So he goes to 5 and 3. So currently, his boys are not going to follow him. So let me do this right now. So we're going to put, so I'm going to copy him, and I'm going to paste so I can put him in that bag. So I'm putting him, and we'll keep his boys together. And they're going to go, alone, but they're actually going with me. I'm just allowing them to move separately now. That's all. Okay, so we're going to go to 3 and then search. So move. And that is Cliff 3. And Cliff is CL, I've learned. But I always do CF because I'm a dummy. Then we're going to search 2 times, hoping to find that passage. In the meantime, our guard is going to do the same thing. So hopefully one of us will find this thing. So there you go, done. The Woods Girl is going to move to 2. Hide again. And move to the spiders. And she is done. The Amazon is trying to make it to the crag because she thinks that something is there for her. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to move 4 for sure. One of those will be an extra move, and so she will get a hide in. So she's going to hide, extra move, and then move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's move. And then she's moving into the ledges, effectively. So 1, 2, 3, 4, she's good. The White Knight would certainly not mind doing the mountain pilgrim thing. He needs to get to the cliff. Which he can do. And he needs to get to the mountain, which he can do. So he could certainly do those things. Can he get Navigator done in the meantime, though? And he has Order, so he doesn't want to be too... In the meantime, actually, you know what? We're going to move to 4. That's an easy one. End a phase in the clearing to determine the fate of the wagon. So we're going to hide for sure. I mean, it's, dumb as it is, sure. Just gonna hide and get into that wagon and see what happens, and then we'll take that tomorrow. And if we need to go up that way, we will do that. In addition, so I think we have day 15 ready to roll. So we are ready to roll on week 3. Oh, and these guys, by the way, are all happily back in their snug in their beds. Four giants and trolls. So that's okay. That's interesting. The White Knight is first, then the Guardsman, and so on. So let's do that. So the White Knight first. White Knight's going to hide to make sure he is hidden. He does. He moves into the wagon. By ending a phase there, he gets to roll a 1d6. 2. The wagon is in need of repairs. The wagon has broken a wheel and needs repairs. Suitable repair materials can be found in any clearing in any tile marked woods. End a phase in a clearing. Such a clearing. Done. Then return to the wagon and execute repair phases until you get a 4, 3, 2, or 1. And you get 1 VP and 1 keg of ale or 8 gold. So that's easy enough. I do think, though, Bones Mountain is Bones M? Yeah. And what sucks for the captain, so yay, the White Knight's like, yes. What sucks for the captain is that draws the giant away from him. Because, of course, the captain's also looking for a giant for a point. So that is done. White Knight is done. These guys move up here. And they search 2 times. They're looking for a 3, 2, or 1. This is a locate roll. That is a fail. That is also a fail. Roar 6 in the mountains brings nothing because we are done. The Amazon is going 1, 2, 3, 4. She hides time. She fails, which stinks, and the giant walks to her. Okay, that's cool. I think she can run from a giant, so I'm not super concerned. And she can do tremendous damage, but only with the bow. So she is done. The Woods Girl is moving here. She is going to hide a total of 2 times, and then back to the spiders. So 1 die each. That's gonna succeed. So, and she pops back into the spiders. Stink might bring some extra dudes. Stink Mountain brings nothing because the giants are all out. She is done. The captain now goes up and does the same thing his boys did, and he is looking for a 3, a 2, or a 1. He fails once. He fails 2 times. He is done. So everyone is done. We have 2 combats. She's going to run. So she needs to play less than a 5. She has it. She's done. She's out. The giant takes the mountain space and howls in rage. Now we're back to spiders with our lovely Woods Girl. So we're going to try this again. Same deal. You've seen the ambush each time. This is our target right here. And like I said, we're not going to be super worried about decorum yet. She needs a 3, 2, or 1 to shoot one of these spiders. She's going to get a 4, so that's going to fail. Largely comes down to, does the spider flip? He doesn't. And does she become unhidden? It's 1 die bar. So she does not become unhidden. That is the first round. Nothing happened. Now the problem is she needs to commit to fatiguing, so she will commit to fatigue. So this is round 2. She shoots again. It's about a 50-50 chance there. She misses. Does the spider flip over? He doesn't. Does she become unhidden? It's 1 die, by the way, so getting a little carried away there, Skippy. She does not become unhidden. She does have to fatigue. She will fatigue a move chit because she has an extra move chit. So this is now we're back to she fatigues. So now we have 2 rounds again. So again, same deal. We're going to shoot. And she does kill the spider this time. So that's 1 dead. Does she? Oh, 1 die. Does she become unhidden? She does. So there you go. She scores 3 points. She becomes unhidden. She has to play this, so she'll fatigue a chit. And that's how she'll roll. And she will end up unhidden out of the clearing. And she'll flee there again. Let's tidy her up a little bit. I think she's good. She killed 1. Oof. Okay. So there you go. Here we are again. So she's going to do that. I'll give you 50-50. I would bet that she spends 4 more days digging around in this 1 clearing. How much do you want to bet? Because her luck seems to have run right out, actually. Now, here's the thing. She does get Spider Slayer regardless of anything else she has scored. Now, she's going to stay there because not only does she have to locate the cairn, but she could clear the spider plague, which is awesome. She also has a poison potion, so that's intriguing. So I'm going to use that actually next time. So this is like the oil of poison or whatever. And then it gives us an extra, right? It's a potion. It gives us an extra use. Let's say oil of poison. Weapon gets extra star. And it's, 1 use, then discard. So she has this. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to use that the next fight to help me secure a win. Now she has Thief instead of Spider Slayer. I like it. Okay. So fun. Very, very interesting. So she's there. She has run. He's figured out the wagon. They have not found this. So we are on day 16. So the captain on day 16, I mean, I hate to say it, I'm going to do so you could do I mean, I think you're just stuck. I think we're stuck searching, just getting it done here. So let's just try to get this one done. We're not going to get giants, so that's sort of crappy. And it could be that maybe we're barking up the wrong tree now. Maybe this isn't a good idea. But let's try to get up here. Let's take care of this business. She's gonna move too. Gonna hide once, rest once, and then move to the spiders because I just don't like having so many of these done. The Amazon, she has to move 4 as her first. That'll be an extra move 4. I mean, she could certainly hide and try to shoot the giant because she can run. So I think that's what she'll do. So she's going to move 4, then hide. She's going to hide again because she gets, and then she's going to move to the giant. She is done. Then the White Knight is going to move to the Pine Woods and then move back to the wagon. Move to the Pine Woods and then move back to the wagon. And he is done. And that is it. That is our day. So let's see what the day brings us in terms of monsters. 3. So goblins, octopus, wolves. White Knight is first. And he's going to make 2 moves and then 2 moves back. Nothing appears. And he is done. The captain, well, I hate to say it, but both him and his boys are searching all day. That's 1, 2, and he is done. So he has searched. So the captain found 3, 6. Cliff. Cliff, 3, 6, green, done. I don't need to do anything else for any of you guys. They are all done. So he is done. Woods girl moves out. She's going to hide once. She succeeds. She goes back in. She also has rested a chit. We're going to take that one. And I don't think anything else appears, though. No goblins. Done. She is done. The Amazon is going to move out. She's going to hide. She does, and she goes back in, and she is done. And these guys search all day. There you go. So that's day 14. In the evening, let's talk Giant versus Amazon first. So remember, he's not on our sheet. We can ready our bow with anything. So we're going to ready it with this thing. Flip it. We can fight with that. So we do light, medium, heavy damage. We actually need to get a +1. So we need a 2 or a 1. Now she rolls 2 dice, but she gets to subtract. So the chance of rolling a 3, 2, or 1 is 1 in 36 plus 3 in 36 plus 5 in 36. So that is 9 in 36, so about 25%. So she's gonna roll 2 dice. She does not kill the giant. Does the giant's club flip just as a, it doesn't. Does she become unhidden? She does not. So that's round 1. Unfortunately, she's probably going to have to figure on fatiguing because she probably is not going to magically get this in a round. So, second attack, that is not a kill. Is she unhidden? She is not. Does the giant's club flip just as a, it doesn't. She will fatigue 1. Fatigue a move, sure. So this is back to, she has 2 rounds now, so she's going to play this guy. 3, 2, or 1. That is not going to kill. Does the giant spot her? He does. All right, and so she's going to book it out of there, which she does not have fatigue to leave because she is fast enough to evade the giant. So a little unfruitful for the Amazon. Now back to our archer princess, the woods girl, who has also been having a hell of a time. So we're going to kill 2 of these guys. So she is going to activate the oil. I like how it flips over. You're going to activate the oil. I suppose she can. I don't know if she can do it before she goes in or not, but it doesn't matter. If not, she's going to have to wait a round. She's going to activate it. Now she's got that going. Same deal here. So now she's doing light, star. So 3 stars. So light, medium, heavy, tremendous damage. And now she can get up to a 4 or less to kill the spider. So first attack is going to be not a kill. So of course she does not get a kill. That stinks. Oops, 1 die for hiding. Sorry, 1 die for hiding. 1 die for hiding. She is not unhid. Okay. Second round, she will commit to fatiguing. 1 to 4 does the job. It's all she needs. And she does kill the spider. So that's a round. She has to fatigue. She is actually going to fatigue. Still a move. Done. So round 1, same deal. Oil of poison still exists. 1 through 4, she rolls a 2, killing the spider. 2. Nice. Now, this tremendous spider, she's doing tremendous damage. She just needs a 3, 2, or 1. So 3, 2, or 1, and she gets it. Very nice. Okay, so she's done. This goes away. And probably, yeah, that's fine. So that's 3, 6, 18. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Plus 18 is 27. So I think I screwed up because I gave her the oil of poison because it's actually written on the card, but she has to bring it to she has to bring it back to a visitor. Having said that, I don't think she rolled a 4, so I'm gonna let it sit. So that's fine for her. So she scores 27 now. So 9 plus 18. Yeah. She also clears the spider plague. So that's worth a point. So that's nice. Now, what does spider plague do? Don't. Spider plague. When they're cleared, any character who killed a spider gets 1 VP and 5 gold for each spider they kill. So $10. She got 2 spiders in the plague. So that's worth $10 for her. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's the day. looking up for the Woods girl a little bit here. So day 17, the captain moves to 1. So there he's gonna, with his guys, move to 1, and he is done. Guys are going with him. The Woods girl has cleared out much of what she needs to clear out, but what she needs to do now is she's gonna head to 5. She's gonna move to the cairn. I think she can hide from everything she needs to, so she's going to execute 3 searches and be done. I think the Amazon is going to do what she just did, but she's going to put a rest in there. Done. White Knight is going to fix the darn wagon. So he's going to do repair. We'll call them P phases or RP. How about that? Repair. I mean, let's make sure we get it done at least. So we're going to make sure we get it done. Hopefully fix this darn wagon. And then, but we need to get out of Dodge move here. So we're going to do that. So I think we have day 17's planned for everyone. There's a very healthy dead pile up there. 1, we got dragons coming, so that's cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woods girl moves here. She's going to soups 1 die to search. She needs a 1 or a 4. And that's a 4. So she has found the cairn. Hold on for the Woods girl. She has popped the cairn. So she's going to score, locate the cairn. So that's cool, and she gets another point. So she's scored a point every day this week. That's, man, I wish I could do that. She has to fatigue every draw out of the cairn. So she's going to loot it 2 more times. So she's going to fatigue twice. So she's going to go 1, 2. So there you go. She's going to fatigue 2 times. Looting the cairn once. She takes the top treasure out of the cairn. It is the Regent of Jewels, giving her an extra trade phase, also worth 67 bucks. And 10 notoriety, 10 prowess, if you sell it to the soldiers. It's a bit of a ways back away, but it is possible. That's the first loot. The second loot of the cairn is a 6. There are 6, so might as well take one. Scroll of Nature. 2 type 2s, 2 type 3s. Not super useful to our gal here, but... And are we getting any dragons? And I don't think we are. So she is done. She could use some rest. She's starting to look a little fatiguey. But I mean, this is huge in terms of she either gets a great treasure, which gives her a 1.5 to tie up the White Knight. So good stuff. The captain, 1, 2, 3, 4. His boys are moving 1, 2, 3, 4. Roar M does not pull anything. Oh, we should be looting the horde at this point, shouldn't we? We're doing this. We got a plan. It's a bad plan, but we got one. The White Knight repairing the wagon. He 1, that's a fail. 2 fail. 3 fail. Oh, come on, please. 4 success. So we score the broken wagon. That is a point. And we get to choose. You get to choose 1 gold and 1 keg of ale, or 1 VP and a keg of ale, or 8 gold. Keg of ale is 3 uses of. We're going to take the 8 gold, so we'll take the reward effectively. And the wagon is done. So, and we are done, and nothing appears. The Amazon is doing the same thing she's doing. She is going to rest a chit, and she is going to hide before she goes in. She blows it, so now she wanders in, and probably gonna have to run out. I don't think she feels great about facing the 2/3 chance of getting hit by this guy. She bolts out of there using an M4. She is done. Ah, she's so stuck right now. So let's see what we got here. Locate the cairn is done for our gal. She has pub crawl, which that's a bummer. He still needs to get navigator. She's really stuck right now. But that is the day, and I think, where are we at here? We're on day 18. So this week is a little less eventful for our guys. So for the small campfire, so we're going to play native Zarad. So we can put any native group anywhere that they would normally appear. Oops. So that's our boys right here. They're going to go right there. So we pull the wood folk. And I think we're going to hide, and move in. Hide, move to the small camp. We're all moving as a group. So done. That's his goal. She is going to move to Deep Woods 4. She is going to lay down two searches and a rest. How's that? And she is done. I hate to say, the Amazon, I think, is going to do a similar thing as yesterday. I really want to kill that giant. I really do. But she is just not cutting it for me right now with that. Okay. And then the knight. We're going to move to the ruins and then search. Move to the ruins and execute a search phase. And we are done. So let's get a monster roll up here for the next day. What, 18? It is bats. Woods Girl is first. So she moves She's going to search twice and rest. So remember, she rolls a single die on a search. She's looking for a 1 or a 4 to discover. She gets a 3 on a locate check, so that's not going to cut it. And a 6, so that doesn't cut it either. She does rest, so she will pull this back. And I don't think anything appears. Stink Cairns, no, she is done. The Amazon is going here. She's going to do a hide phase. She's going to succeed. She's going to go there. Does she rest one? She does. Pulling that back. But the problem is she's going to get, first off, this bat's going to prowl. And secondly, she's going to get Bones M. She's going to get that one too. So there are now 4 bats along with this giant. She's hidden, so that's a bonus, but ooh, that's a rough haul right there. White Knight, 1, 2, 3. He's going to do a locate up here, I think, right? So that's going to fail. So she blows it. Nothing shows up. He's done. The captain, they're going to hide twice, the group. They do. And his guys are going with him this time. Wow. So we do. So, funny, we draw Woodsman, find the small campfire. Well, that's just spiffy. So God, what the hell do you do with the Amazon right now? Getting that bow was great, but she just has not succeeded in getting anything else done. And now she's in trouble. Like that is a bad hex for her, a clearing, and she can't. If she blows a hide, she is essentially dead there. I mean, she's not, because we've seen she could potentially kill these guys, but you know how it's going to go. She has no armor this time either, so that is likely a kill. If she can hide, she can just get out of dodge and just sort of move on to the crag and hope to make a 4th week of it effectively. The other option is to just bag it and go the other direction, but holy crap, it's a long haul. I am super unhappy about where that's worked for her. So, but that's a thing. First thing is first. We are unkindly attacking the woodfolk. So, I mean, the woodfolk are effectively dangerous because obviously when they flip, now they roll 1 die as archers, so they're nasty. These guys are bad news. 100% bad news. Their weapons are long, their weapons are faster. It just so happens if you stick them on this side, then you're golden. And obviously, I mean, they have to kill the guy that they hit. So, I mean, that's a thing, right? And we cannot hit any of them automatically unless they flip, in which case you can start hitting them automatically with the captain. The captain can do it. So here's what we're gonna. How do we play this out? Because you might take casualties here. How do you minimize the casualties? I would say who do we not care about as much? I would say these guys are going to cost us if we die. So we're going to literally deploy onto their sheet. So we're going to deploy here and here and here. So who's going to deploy where? Well, one guardsman for each. But then we're also going to deploy him here because that's the safest play. We're going to deploy him here. And we're going to deploy him here. Okay. So what happens is the last guy to be deployed is the defender, is the target. This guy becomes an attacker. So the idea is we're not going to lose any of our guards. Done. Now, where they all line up and end up now is totally random. So actually worrying about where to place them, what you should do is figure out, well, where am I going to put them? What gives us the best chance? And actually, I'll be totally honest. So we do want to play him on there so he does enough damage to kill one of these guys. But none of these really matters. Nothing is going to speed up these attacks to be better or worse. So then the question is, who do I care about most? I don't really know. Good question. I'm going to play, so I can play on one of these. I'm going to play here. Okay. So the captain jumps out with his boys. We got 3 woodfolk. They're scrambling for their bows. So let's do the woodfolk first. He stays there. So that's good to know. Flipping or not is the key because if he doesn't flip, he does though. So we are not safe. Oof. In fact, the reason I put Lancer here is because his horse will likely say, saves him from a hit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but who knows? Doesn't matter. All right, this wood guy. 4, he stays put. Does he flip? No, so that's 1. That's good. Next wood guy. Stays put. Does he flip? Yes. Oof. So we're going to lose maybe 2 of these dudes here at this point. All right. So our guys, where do they end up? So he ends up in 6. So he goes down here. He goes down here. Does he flip? No. Does he flip? Yeah. So there you go. So that's that combat. We might as well just execute it now. He hits him. So he does medium star damage. Medium star. So actually, I'll leave it as is. Next time I'll rethink about playing. But anyway, so medium plus. The horse is medium. So we ideally want this to go down 3 levels. So he rolls a single die, and only a 6 saves this horse. 5, down 2 levels. So he does medium damage and kills the horse. However, after that, we kill him because we now undercut him with our M3. and he is dead. So that's the first kill. Down here, we need to do our guys, right? So our guys now have to go. So our guys, he stays up top. He shifts to here. Flipping barely matters, but we do it for the ritual. The first guy doesn't flip. The second guy doesn't flip. He does not attack, and he intercepts and kills him. Second kill. Let's see where our two boys end up here. 6 and 3. So they... Does he flip? He does not. Does he flip? He does not. So now, unfortunately, he does light star damage. So light, medium, heavy. We could effectively use a 5 or 6 right now. We get a 5. So he does -2 levels, which is light damage, which does not kill the goblin. So now I will shift this up a little bit. So I'm going to deploy such that he is the defender, right? These guys will be extra attackers. These guys will be the extra attackers. The wolf gets to take a breather. And, I mean, it won't... I can play on that sheet, but it's not going to matter. So first thing is first, let's roll the wood folk. 4. So he stays put. Does he flip? And if he flips, he goes back to the unalerted side, but he does not. So he has a chance of killing the guy because his weapon is the fastest. We roll the dice to reposition both sides. These guys shift, but otherwise stay the same. Do we flip? Does he flip? Yes, he does. Doesn't matter, but he does. Does the gobbo flip? Nope. Does the third guy flip? Nope. Does the last guy flip? Yes. So he's going to roll light star. Yeah, not great. But anyway, he gets a 5. So -2 levels. He does light damage. Well, he does even less because it's a -1 star and -2 levels. So the damage becomes negligible. He lives. An arrow bounces off the armor, and then he is killed by, well, frankly, me, because I'm the fastest other attack here. The captain whacks him and does kill him there. So we lose a horse. I'm a little bummed about the Lancer's horse because that really, really makes him a good target. Again, I mean, we utilized it. We didn't lose a whatchamacall, so that's sort of cool. We didn't actually lose a hireling. We did lose a hireling's horse. So that's that. We get 4, 8, and 12. So 24. So we score 24. We score 6 gold. So we at least have some gold. Yay. And there you go. I think she has to back out of the clearing. I just don't think. I just don't think that's a winning proposition. I mean, that's going to put her again, ridiculously far behind. But I think I think you're asking for trouble there if you let her try that, right? I mean, she rolls 2 dice. It's a 30% chance. Now she would have succeeded and gotten out, and that'd have been great. It's a 30% chance of death to do that. So I think we're going to go with live another day here. And so what day is it? Speaking of living another day, I think it's day 19 we're writing. We're looting this camp. And since we're at a dwelling, we actually get an extra phase, which probably is pointless, and frankly, our guys are going to loot the camp. Actually, they're not going to loot the camp. I'll tell you what. Not that that's necessarily a bad idea, but there's not that much crap in this camp. So we're going to hide and move into the cavern. Stack them up first. There you go. Okay, so we're going to hide, move into the cavern. The Woods Girl has not found the dead adventurer. I think she's going to rest 2 times and then search twice for the dead adventurer. The Amazon has just been chased out. So 1, 2, 3. Or she can go 1, 2 this way. I think that's what she's going to do. So she's going to back out. 1, 2, 3. So she's going to end up at ruins. X move, move, move. Ruins 1. She's going to move 4. So that's 4. Hide once. And she can still execute a search action. Does she have ruins? She does. She doesn't need an execute a search. Ah, jeez. Okay. Move, X move 4. Move and move. 1, 2, 3. Ruins 1. So that puts her there. Yeah, and she's gonna book it to the inn or the house. So she's gonna end up at the house. Gonna execute 5 moves and get to the house. Done. She can figure out cards there and so on. So she's out. She's out the door. She's going to the damn house. So 19, 19, 19. That leaves us with the White Knight. The White Knight still could use to find this last thing. He's going to 4 and be done. This is going to be it. He's going to find that path, finish Navigator. And he should have just gone the other way. Yeah, that was a bad move on my part for him. He could have just gone the other way. And maybe we should just go the other way. But yeah, He's here now. Let's just get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can go. Well, you got to go through here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Let's get a monster roll in. 3. So we got potential goblins. It's day 19. Woods Girl is first. She's going to rest 2 times. Bring that back. Search 2 times. Oops. Gonna roll. She needs to locate. A 1 successfully gets her the dead adventurer. Let me shrink him down and put her on her back a little bit there. So that gives her a small treasure. So she's going to draw a small treasure. Shoes of Stealth. Sure, that's awesome for the Woods Girl. She can have both of these activated, technically. So she rolls only 1 die for hide, but it is an extra move kit, which is sort of nice. So there you go. So she has that. She got the adventure. She is done. No goblins show up, so she is indeed done. These boys, the boys, hide, and they do. Oh, and they pull some goblins and the shrine. So the gobos, I think we get axe goblins. And this is free. These are free points for the captain. So obviously we're not going to necessarily just give them for free, but they are effectively free points for the captain. White Knight searching, trying to finish his thing here. He blows it once, succeeds the second time. He gets 1/5 ruins. He completes Navigator. Done. He gets 3 more of these crossed off. So let's look and figure out where he might go. How about 5/4 Borderlands? How about Crag, just in case he ends up in the Crag, 2/3. And 6/1. So let's so that's that. That took a long time. But he has succeeded and is done. Do goblins show up there? They do not. So the captain is going to search 5 times. So he is looting the heck out of the wood folks' cache. Now, they don't have a ton of shit, but they have bows. That's cool. He could use a bow, actually. So 4. So is 1, 2, 3, 4. So he literally gets the 4th thing, the 2nd card off the deck. He gets the Beast Pipes. Okay, that's 1 search. 2nd search is the 3rd thing. So he gets this card. Cloak of Mist, extra hide. That's actually super cool. So that's the 2nd. The 3rd is the 2nd thing in the pile, the light bow. Also cool. He also gets aim. So generally, we're going to swap out. Fourth, fifth. Chance of getting that medium bow is almost nil. But that was nice. Done. Amazon, bam, she ends up here. Does anyone else end up at the house? No. So this is a thing. So this, unfortunately, or fortunately, actually, is one of those fights where the answer is these guys cannot kill these dudes. It is physically impossible for that to happen. Technically, they can each only lure one, and then the rest of these guys are randomly assigned, so we will do that. Oops. Now, these guys cannot auto hit anyone, so it's not like this fight is going to be a done deal where they get 21 points if done. It's very likely that this fight will end. So round one, let's see where these guys go. 6, so they do shift around. And we are going to miss. This guy does not get anything done either. He shifts down to here. No, down 1. Yep. So he's there. And we miss. Last guy, 4. So he stays put. Now, I could roll to see if anybody flips. The answer to the matter is it just doesn't matter. This fight is going to go and pretty much until we don't line up twice in a row. That's all we're going to do. So he lines up and kills his guy, and he is done with that. So that is 1 kill. We're going to drag him down. Done. I'm not even going to move these. I'm just going to roll the dice. So that's the first round. So we're still back to technically round 1 because it doesn't matter. These guys, the best they can do is medium star, -1, so medium damage. These are heavy. They're never going to smack them. Well, they'll smack them actually all day. They're never going to kill them. So we are just looking for the 1/3 chance 3 times that we actually intercept. So what happens here? 4. Everybody stays put. So that's going to be a miss on the part of our guy. 4. Also a miss. Final guy gets a 2. So he shifts down there. Okay, there you go. So that's the first round. Nothing happened. If nothing happens this round, we're done. And I'm actually going to, hate to say it, but I'm superstitious. When in doubt, 1 and 4. You're rolling a 1 and 4. 6. Well, that didn't work, did it? They switch. That's here. 1 and 4, baby. 1. So he's going to intercept. 1. He's going to intercept. So both these guys score kills on their gobs right there. So now we're going to drag these 2 down. And now we're back to the first round. So round 1, effectively, where nothing happened. 4. So he's going to line up. Second guy, we're going to clean sweep him. No, not at all. Third guy. 1. That's actually pretty good. So he intercepts and he intercepts. So now you end up with a different play, which is the goblin ends up on his own sheet attacking number 2, and these two guys become the extra attackers. So now, same deal, except we roll a die for both columns of our guy. Well, yeah, let's do our guys first. 2 and 5. So 5 on this side means pretty much these guys swoop down 1. 2 means that he goes down to there. And so now the goblin has a 2/3 chance. 2. So he goes here. He is killed. And that's it. And that is done. And it was 21 free points for the captain. So once again, the guard acquits themselves very well. That's a great fight for the guard, so you should always be taking that. Keep in mind that as soon as the guys get spears, it becomes dicier, and then the sword goblins are again also dicier. So I think that was 19 for everybody. Yep, I think that was 19 for all. Oh, and by the way, we have also, I'm sorry, hold on. Remember that we also have to find the small campfire, and we indeed have. So I'm going to score that now. So that's another point for the captain, who seems like he's sort of taken charge. Oh, pub. That's a bummer. The White Knight has a card to do, right? No, oh yeah, Navigator. So he has scored Navigator. He gets Dragon Slayer. Well, that's a good one for the White Knight for sure. Just need to find a dragon, and we'd be in good shape. His boys, by the way, we need to make sure we know where they are. So he is there. I do not think I'm sending the guard on a forever hunt. I think the captain is in a dwelling. He will execute an extra trade phase with the peddler. The peddler. He will buy anything. He can sell any single treasure to him at face value, or buy one of his treasures at 4 times face value. So I mean, I will let. So here you go. I will let you sell. I would say any single treasure. I don't know that that was a thing. So we'll sell to him at face value, and you can buy at face value. So he will execute a trade phase there. Now the question is, do you sell? So you're gonna sell. Let's say you sell this and this. That's $12. Do you sell this? Even though it's an extra hide phase, don't get me wrong, super useful, by the way. Do you sell it anyway for $16? If you get $16, you're up to 22. That is not quite enough to hire the guard again, and you're really only hiring him for the last week, so maybe it doesn't matter. I do think you sell though, and you see what he has, and hopefully he has something that you can. So what we'll do is this: we will trade with the peddler twice. Then we can use our extra hide phase. And then where are you going? What are you doing? I would argue that I want to actually, if I could, I would like to stay here and trade. Not trade, but get out of Dodge effectively. I want to get rid of these cards. It's a little dicey, but I would totally get rid of these cards. The Lost Castle's obviously here. Let's get to the horde, boys. Let's get to the horde. We'll try to buy from the peddler to get his. I mean, he has a cheap treasure. Buying it for price times 4, that gives us a victory point. We'll do that. But then right after we are getting to the horde. So I am going to. I'm going to execute a trade to see what he has. I'm going to execute a trade to see if I can buy something. So execute it. Well, yes, I can execute a trade to see what he has, and well, then I can trade. Well, I can always trade value. So I probably only need a single trade, right? Because let's say I get a thing, it's $3 times 4 is $12. I can then turn the beast pipes in, um, spend an extra 4, get the thing done. So that's done. Having said that, what I really want to do is get to that damn horde. Now I wish I could walk the woods, man. I, I bet you the wolf can walk with me. He's not a great, like he's not the one I would keep though. I'm gonna bring these guys out. Let's do this. I'm gonna largely spend the day here, right? So I'm gonna do 2 trade phases. Barely matters what else. My guys are going to come back. We're all going to get back together and we are sort of done. And then Tamara, so in case he has 1,000 things, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. I actually have no good move here. I'm just going to get everybody together, and then we're going to head to the horde. Now the question is, I think I have enough days to get to the horde with the guard still in tow. 2, 3, 4, maybe. So let's see what's what. That's all. Woods Girl. So she is in good shape at the moment. The question is, order not buddies, patrol not buddies. Like selling this crap is not easy. Does she have unfriendly or enemy natives? No. Patrol? Maybe? No. The patrol is neutral to her. So that sort of sucks. I would love to execute Thief. The Bashkars are enemies, and they might show up at the campfire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move, move, move. So you're going to need 3 moves. So I'm going to hide and then move, move. Now, how many treasures are left in the cairn, by the way? Still 5. She still has a lot of cairn left. I would get rid of trolls. I would get rid of pub crawl. So let me do that first. Let me do this first. So she gets 1 die, 1 die to hide. That's not that useful actually for her. So hide, move, move, move to the large camp. Done. So that's done. She is done. The Amazon is busting a move, right? So 1, 2. She can get to the vault. And dank, no one's going to get her. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's going to move to Borderlands 3. She's in a position right now where nothing can get her in one round. And then the White Knight needs to either get to the crag or he needs to get to where a dragon is going to show up. Well, probably the crag, right? The crag is so. How many bats are there? 4. Holy crap. A lot of bat. If it were a little less, So, because we can kill the giant round 1, so we can jump out, whack the giant. Round 2, I got 2 guys to take 2 bats. They cannot be hurt by the bats. They're fine. Both these guys is a heavy serpent. Bats only do medium damage. We might be damaged by the bats. You know what? We're gonna do it. 38. Can we even catch the captain? That's ridiculous. Damn it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I think we can do this. I think if we're hidden, we can make an easy go of it. So let's do that. Let's hide, move, move. And this is a 2 move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't actually get there, which sort of sucks. So we'll hide twice and then move to the woods and then stop there and get up in there tomorrow. Okay. 4 giants and trolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the white knight goes here, and hidden or not, doesn't matter, but he is hidden, and he is done. She's going 1, 2, 3. Voltstroll is dead already. Nothing else appears. Done. These guys come out. Done. The captain hangs out there, but let's see what the peddler has. He has 4 small treasures. So we're going to draw, 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 and draw. So first thing he has is the quick boots. Second thing is the tremendous boots. So that's pretty cool. Dragon Fang necklace doesn't suck, but it's sort of useless in this context. I would love to buy the 7 League boots for $20. So can we? Can we manage 20? Can we dump $14? So that's 12. $16. We're going to do it. We're going to trade. And Cloak of Mist is great, and it's foolish to get rid of it. But an extra move? Well, it's a weird thing because it's an extra hide is as good as an extra move, right? Because it is in most cases. How's that? But I do get tremendous, so I can carry stuff if I need to. I think we're going to do it. Plus, we get the victory point for buying from the peddler. So we're going to score peddler. We're going to sell all this crap to him to buy the 7 League boots. And I'm just going to put this stuff right there in a little pile. That's the peddler's crap. That's not what I wanted. Peddler's crap is there. No one else is going to buy that shit. I get the 7 League boots. How much did I have to spend? So I got $16. I spent 20. I go -4. Down to $2. But I scored a point. Yay. So not bad. And I get an extra move now, which I don't hate. And a T5 chit. Don't hate. The Woods Girl. Hide, and then she moves to the camp. The Lancers show up at the camp. Oops. Stop short. I pulled up short. She cares nothing. I mean, she likes the Lancers. She is going to score the Dead Adventurer. So she does. She returns the Dead Adventurer. So that is a point for her. She didn't get anything else for that because she already got the treasure. So that does fulfill that for her. She can't do thief here. She is hidden, by the way. But at the end of the day, she can turn cards in. So let's look at that. As far as turning cards in, I think Pub Crawl and Giant Slayer are going to go. I think the Woods Girl is going to drop Troll Slayer and Pub Crawl. The Amazon is not at a dwelling. She was at a dwelling. I should have dropped some stuff. I'll retcon that for her just because she's having such a rough time. I'm going to get rid of on for her because the chance of her getting down to where, say, the Lancers are, if she gets Ghost Hunter instead. So that's that. Let's redraw cards for folks so we can get ready for the next week. The captain gets a gray source and a black source. That is sort of useless for him. He's done. The Woods Girl ends up with the Riddle game and Explore the Caves. Again, that's rough. And okay, so let's see where we're at now. This is, I think, day 21, right? Yeah. So it's day 21. So a couple things going on. First thing is we're going to regen monsters, which we need some because we're sort of running dry on monsters. There is purple magic in every clearing for what it's worth. That just means the Woods Girl can control bots today. I think that's it. So let's write this day. So I think everybody's going to go. We're going to go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because remember, we now have an extra move. So move, 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 move. Cliff 6 with our 7 league boots. And the guard is going to follow me. So that's going to give me a little bit extra. The Woods Girl. Well, I mean, now's the time. It's lucky that she found these guys. Now is the time to do your trade, right? So I think I do like this move L3. So we are definitely going to execute a single trade phase, though, with the Lancers at least. So one trade phase. We do need to investigate the riddle game. So where the hell is this imp? Where are you, imp? That's the question. So we're going to have an imp here. Choose one of the following. So she can choose a clearing in Runes W, Bones W, Dank W. Runes W, Bones W, or Dank W. Well, I mean, the closest is here. It's a little dangerous. So she's going to put the game, the riddle game, here and figure out what she wants to do with that. So that's she's going to do there. She's going to trade once for sure. Don't know that there's anything else to trade for. And well, let's see. So what she'll do, she'll execute 2 trades because she's going to sell and she might want to see if she can buy something. What's she going to want out of there? Good question. Because I think she's going to sell just to get to $30. The Regent of Jewels is too valuable in points for her to drop, no matter even if she wins gold. It's just too valuable to drop 2 points. She's probably getting at least a point off gold anyway at this point. So if she has 30 gold, she might be winning gold actually at that point. And so if you're winning gold or in second place in gold, then she gets a 1.5 for the great treasure. So I think it's worth 2.5 to 3 points to keep the Regent of Jewels. The Shoes of Stealth is, she could dump those to get, again, another 7 gold. So the question would be, what does she need to beat the captain? That's her, 10, 16. She's fine. So I think she's gonna, okay, so she's gonna trade twice. If there is something there, she could trade the Shoes of Stealth in, maybe, if she needs to. That's fine. And then the last thing she does is move to Deepwood 6. Done. So a little long for her. The Amazon, going to go 1, 2. She's going to hide in BL1. Extra move to BL1 and hide. Done. The White Knight is going to hide and then move into the Giant. Done. So he is done. And it is the last day of the week. So let's see what happens. It is 5. So spiders and imps are coming off the board. So we got 1 spider there, a spider there. This was obviously a plague spider. He comes back and we are done. That's too bad, because if she'd have stayed, if the Woods Girl would have stayed there, she could have got Thief from the bash cars. That's too bad. Oh well, such is life. Let's get this last day done here. So the Woods Girl is first. She's going to execute a trade with the Lancers. So she's going to sell the Scroll of Nature to the Lancers. Since they're friendly, I just assume that trade goes, is through without a hitch. No, I don't roll. Neutral, I at least make you roll. So she sells. That's $10 to her, bringing her to 30. She will then execute a second trade phase, primarily just to look at these treasures. Well, gee, they have a Scroll of Nature. How'd they do that? Phantom Glass and the Withered Claw. So that is totally pointless. So that was useless. And now I think she moves up here. But that is going to bring 2 spiders. 1 to her clearing and 1 to the cairn. So she is done. White Knight is hiding. He walks into that little death zone. Our captain, they are moving. Him and his boys are moving 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the cliff. Dank is going to draw a spider. That spider is probably going to wish he was elsewhere, is my guess. Done. Amazon's going to move here and then try to duck behind some rocks, which she does. Matter 2 is not going to bring any spiders because that's a cave. So she is done. And then he is moving with the capped. So we do start with this fight. So how does she feel about not being hidden is the question. She cannot ready her weapon. So round 1's sort of dicey. She literally has to. No, there's no point to it. She's gonna run out of the clearing. She does have to fatigue. And she is done. Sure, we'll do the captain's fight, please. So what we're gonna do? Oh, he came with him, by the way. Now he can do tremendous damage. This is not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lure him here, and he's gonna go there. The captain will ready his bow, so that's sort of fun. And then shoot it, and then that will go. We'll cover our move here. Well, if we cover our move, we'll go there. We don't need to do tremendous, but it doesn't. So we're going to stick with this. Largely, what comes down to this spider, that tremendous 6 is so slow that it doesn't. He has to line up, and if he has to line up with this guy's going to always hit him and go faster or be longer or whatever. So this is an easy. This is an auto kill for this guy, effectively. So let's roll it. He does a 5, which means he drops down 1. Does he flip? He does flip. So the bow hits first. The captain is doing heavy damage right now and has to continue to do heavy damage, but he also subtracts 1 to each roll of the die. He gets a 4. That is -1 level, so the bow does heavy, light, medium, heavy damage. -1 is medium damage. Doesn't kill anything. Everyone misses this round. And at this point, I'm like, well, okay, fine. Let's just do. So he's on that side. So we're going to deploy. And hell, you can. We'll deploy all these guys. There, even better. So there you go. Our last. So he's going to be the last attacker, which means he's the defender on the sheet. Again, he's fast enough that this attack can't hit him. He's strong enough that that attack can't hurt him. So we're done. So now we're going to roll for the spider. The spider is going to go here. We should have done this in the first place just to speed it up. Does the spider flip? He does. So he's back to his light side, which means he'll hit the goblin. He just won't do any damage. Now we're going to roll for our guys. Remember, so 6. So he goes down here. And he goes here, and these guys flip up. And now we have to roll for every damn box to flip. So the first box is a flip, so that's 1. No. And yes, so flip and flip. The goblin box, does he flip? He does also. So, Bo's the fastest. The captain shoots, fails to kill the spider. The spider hits, doing light damage to the goblin, which does nothing. Then this guy kills him. So we get, just to add insult to injury, 3 more points. So we're at 87 prowess. That took a little longer than maybe it needed to. Just fooling around a little bit. So we are done. There. Now is the dicier fight. This is dicier for sure. You got all these guys. So round 1, and we are hidden. Round 1. I'm going to target that giant round 1. So we're going to sneak up. We are going to ready our weapon. And then we are going to deploy our weapon there. And so what's going to happen is we're going to undercut and do tremendous damage. Let's roll to see who goes where. 4, everybody stays all aligned. Does the club flip? It does. Having said that, it's not on our sheet right now, so it doesn't matter. We do H3. We do a time 3 tremendous hit. It kills the giant round 1. The white knight is unhidden. His weapon is unreadied. And so now we do have a little bit of an issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to lure. And boy, it doesn't matter. We're going to lure these guys to this sheet. And we're going to lure this guy. Ooh, we have another one. Oh, hold on. We got another buddy. Always good to know. Always good to have friends, by the way. It's another thing this game should teach you. Try to have a friend. Unless you're really fast, and then don't bother. If you're agile, you don't need friends. Friends suck. Again, I'm not worried. These are heavy. These bats only do medium damage. These guys are going to be fine. The white knight's going to maybe suffer a little bit. So here we are. Let's do this, right? Let's do this. Let's do this deed. So we do need to play a move. It doesn't matter. So we can play nothing. We'll play anything. It really doesn't matter right now. There you go. That's what we're playing. Where do the bats end up? 1. So he stays put and he goes down. Done. Does the first bat flip? No. Does the second bat flip? No. Here's what happens. The bats are fastest. They both hit the knight. The knight has to wound 2. So he is going to wound. It's a little clunky, by the way. He's going to wound this move. And he's going to wound this fight. Those are his 2 wounds. He then kills the bat. His weapon is unready because it hit. And we're ready for the next round up here. Okay? Down here, what happens? The bat stays put. Perfect. That's the bat flip. No. The bat slams into the horse. The horse is tremendous. He does medium damage. The knight then stabs him while he is putzing with the horse. He's like gnawing on the horse's armor. And you guys all made fun of like Oblivion horse armor. Come on. Or Mario, here you go. That horse armor is super good. Over here, the bat swaps down 1. Does he flip? He does not. He hits the serpent doing medium damage. The serpent misses him. And we are done with the round. So at this point, this guy's going to lure him away from the knight. That will allow the knight to ready his weapon. It doesn't really matter, but he will. And he's going to play it right there. Where does the bat go? 5. So the bat slips down 1. Does the bat flip? He does. What's going to happen is the bat's going to hit the horse again, slamming into the horse. Nothing happens, though. The horse is tremendous and armored. And then the white knight smacks him with his Morningstar. Down here, looking for a 1 or a 4. It's a 6. Does not work out all the time. And he doesn't flip. So everybody misses down here. So now we're going to deploy. So the bat's now on his own sheet. This guy deployed, so he's the target. He is the attacker. We'll just put ourselves there. And now everybody gets to roll a die. So the bat will go first, and he ends up 5. He goes down 1. And does he flip? No. We'll roll for the serpent and the knight now. The serpent goes all the way down. The knight goes all the way down. Do they flip? He does. He doesn't. We all miss. So that's the first round. Nothing has happened. The bat stays put and flips. Serpent's the white die. The serpent stays put. He goes down to the bottom. The serpent doesn't flip. The knight doesn't flip. So again, this guy's slamming into the horse. He hits the horse every round. Hits him every round. Can't do jack. Then the serpent eats him. Done. We have fed the serpent. So this is worth 8 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 15? Yes. So 6, 9 is 15. So this is 30 and 42 plus 8 is 50 points. So that's a 50-point battle for the knight. Not a bad showing for our warrior cast here. And for the hell of it, at the end of the day, we are going to rest up. Going to cast Make Whole. And everything is fine again. Our 2 wounds come back. Done. We fatigue the magic chit, which we're not using all the time anyway. And we are done there. And that is indeed the end of our day. So let's check the scores. Let's check prowess first. We have 88. I'm pretty sure it's 88 to 87. Yep. To 46. I mean, the poor Woods girl is still sort of kicking ass, and yet not enough ass. So it is the white knight eking out the captain and stealing that point back. for prowess. Let's check gold. Who has the gold? Well, the captain doesn't. The Woods Girl does. She has $30. It's the Woods Girl and the Knight. So the Woods Girl gets 2 points for gold. The White Knight has 1 point for gold. So we're just looking at gold. Great treasures, I can probably tell you already. I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it is our Woods and our Knight. So we got 1.5 there. 1.5 for the Woods Girl. Nobody's learned a spell. So let's take a look now at cards before we finish this up. So I just overwrote a day, which I don't love, but okay. Oh no, what'd I just do? Crap. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Cards. The captain has 7 points in cards. The Woods Girl ended up with 6 points in cards today. She had a great week also. Amazon, 1 point. And the Knight, 4 points in cards. So now, when we total it all up, let's do that. We're totaling this all up. It looks like 8 for the captain. The Woods Girl ends up with 9.5. So she ain't doing too bad. The Amazon has 1. Sorry. And the White Knight has 8.5. That is week 3. That's the end of week 3. This is really comes down to the wire here. So that's it. I think we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to play that one. So we're gonna save this game. So we'll overwrite the game there. And this has been a good one. Like, this is intriguing. There's a lot of good fights. Tons of dudes. Also, it does show you too, I think, just the power of having one or two buds, right? Like the White Knight with 2 tremendous, two big armored badasses with him, the Snake and the other one, the Knight. 4 bats and a giant, and not a big deal. And again, I think it also exemplifies one of the things about Magic Realm I like is you don't level up, right? I don't like that, actually. I love leveling up. I think games are awesome when you can level up. Having said that, all the other games where I can level up are more dull than this one. So why is that? The reason is that you do sort of progress in this game with the items. So for instance, 7 League Boots, now I have an extra move. She gets this extra L2 chit from the quest thing, and now that makes her a lot stronger all of a sudden. She can fatigue a lot more. The White Knight has the Sacred Grail, meaning he can cast this spell, which normally he doesn't cast that often, all the damn time. So it's a huge deal. And in 2 days, he can rest, doing nothing else. He can rest that. He doesn't have to rest. He can just walk around, and in 2 days, he'll have that back ready for the next fight to make whole at the end and be done. So I think that's another thing I like about the game is, there's no explicit progression. It's implicit progression. You got this one item, but it changes you so much that um, that it is progression. It's a form of actually changing your character up and progressing. So the other thing we need to do is draw 3 events for the beginning of the week, which we will. So I'll put them right here so I will not forget them. We're going to have a bat bounty, a wood sprite, and that's in the wrong pile, and a young knight. So we will get those on the board here, beginning of next video. Talk to you all later. Thank you very much. See you around.